If you're spraying the middle of your lawn, you're treating the wrong place. Ticks don't live out there. They live and travel along the edges, fence lines, leaf litter, wood piles, and the shady seams where your yard meets the wild. So if you keep finding ticks even after you mow and spray the center of your lawn, it's not bad luck. You're just defending the wrong ground. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through a simple 4-layer perimeter system. 1 free layer you can start today, 1 fast spray layer for peak season, 1 barrier you build once and barely touch again, and 1 sock trick that helps catch ticks down low before they ever get a chance to climb. We'll start by walking your perimeter and finding what I call the tick lane. I'll show you exactly what to look for, and it only takes about 60 seconds. This matters especially if your yard backs up to woods, tall grass, or a neglected fence line. Ticks aren't just annoying. If you've got pets or kids who play in the yard, it's worth taking prevention seriously and being consistent about it. And here's the thing you have to understand first. 1 tick usually isn't a random fluke. It usually means you have a lane, a place where ticks live, breed, and travel into your space. Find the lane, and you can finally stop guessing. Now, most people do the exact opposite of what works. They treat the lawn. They mow shorter, they spray the open center. They buy the biggest jug of yard spray they can find and soak the grass they walk on every day. And then they wonder why ticks keep showing up. Here's why it fails. Ticks don't thrive in short, sunny, open grass. That environment actually dries them out. They thrive in the perimeter zones, damp leaf litter, shaded fence lines, wood piles, brush piles, and that transition strip where your tidy lawn meets the untamed edge. So the goal isn't to make the middle of your grass hostile. The goal is to build a perimeter they can't comfortably cross. Think of it like defending a property. You don't put your wall in the middle of the yard. You put it at the border. Before you buy anything, do this quick perimeter scan. This is your free first layer, and it's the most important one. Walk the entire edge of your property slowly and look for 5 things. 1. Leaf litter that stays damp, especially in the shade. That's prime tick habitat. 2. Shaded fence lines where the sun never really hits. 3. Wood piles, brush piles, and stacked debris. 4. Tall weeds and unmowed grass right at the lawn-to-wood seam. 5. The edge of garden beds, where mulch meets the lawn and stays moist. Everywhere those conditions line up, that's your tick lane. That's the path they use to get to you. And here's the good news. Once you can actually see the lanes, you can block them. So your very first job today for free is smoke. Rake out the damp leaf litter along the edges. Knock down the tall weeds at the seam. Move wood piles away from where people and pets walk and get them up off the ground if you can. The more sun and air you let into those edges, the drier they get, and the less ticks want to be there. You're not killing them yet. You're just making your border far less comfortable. Now let's add the fast layer. This is the layer you reapply during peak season when ticks are most active. A lot of the premium yard sprays that tend to perform better are cedar oil based. If you're shopping, don't buy on the brand name or the picture on the bottle. Flip it over and read the label. Focus on the active ingredient and what it's actually rated for. The name on the front matters a lot less than what's inside. You can also make a simple cedar oil perimeter spray yourself if you prefer a more budget-friendly route. Keep it practical. Keep it clearly labeled so no one mistakes what it is. And store it in a cool, dark place out of reach of kids and pets. A quick but important note. If you have pets, follow the product directions exactly and use extra caution around cats, because cats are far more sensitive to certain oils than dogs are. When you're not sure, check with your vet before you treat areas your animals use. And remember the strategy here. The goal isn't to carpet bomb your whole yard with spray. That's expensive, it's wasteful, and it's not where the ticks are anyway. The goal is to create a hostile edge right along the lanes you already mapped. Treat the border, not the playground. Apply it where the lawn meets the wild, along shaded fence lines and around wood piles. Then reapply through peak season as directed, and especially after heavy rain washes it away. Now for the layer that really changes the game. A physical perimeter barrier. This is the one you build once. A simple, effective version is a band of cedar chips laid down along the edges where your lawn meets the wild zone. Make the band wide enough to matter. A narrow sprinkle won't do much, but a real band, several inches deep and a couple of feet wide, becomes a true obstacle. Think of it like a dry moat at the border of your property. Ticks traveling in from the woods and the leaf litter have to cross that dry, sunny, cedar-scented band to reach you. And the whole point is to make that crossing uncomfortable. and exposed enough that far fewer of them make it through. It does double duty too. The chips hold that edge open and dry, so the damp habitat ticks love doesn't creep back in as fast. If you only do one bigger project this weekend, do this, and do it on the edges that matter most first. The shaded side. The side that touches the woods. The side where you actually found ticks. Then you only top it up occasionally, as the chips break down and thin out over time. Here's a budget tip that saves a lot of people money. Call a local tree service. Sometimes they'll drop off a load of chips for free or cheap when they're already doing a cedar job nearby and need somewhere to dump the material. Now let me kill the myth that gets people bitten more than anything else. Ticks don't drop out of trees onto your head. That's not how it works. Ticks climb. They wait low, on grass tips and leaf litter, and they grab onto your shoe or your ankle as you brush past. Then they crawl upward, looking for a spot to attach. That's exactly why so many bites end up between the ankle and the waist. They start low and they move up. So here's your fourth layer, and it's almost free. Before you walk into tall grass, leaf litter, or the wood's edge, do this. Wrap a strip of duct tape around the top of each sock, sticky side facing out. That's the whole trick. When ticks try to climb up your leg, they hit that sticky band first. It can help catch them down low, before they get anywhere near skin you can't easily see. Light-colored socks help too, because they make a dark tick much easier to spot. And when you come back inside, peel the tape off, fold it onto itself so anything stuck is sealed in, and throw it away. Then do a quick body check, especially around the ankles, behind the knees, and the waistline. Let me put the whole system together, simply, so it's easy to remember. First, map your tick lanes around the perimeter, and clean up those edges. Rake the leaf litter, cut the tall growth, move the wood piles. That's your free foundation. Second, treat those perimeter lanes with a yard spray option that fits your budget, focusing on the active ingredient and using caution around pets. Third, build a cedar chip barrier on the edges that matter most, like a dry moat at your border. Fourth, use the ankle tape trick anytime you step into the edge zones. Then maintain it. Reapply the spray layer as needed during peak season. Refresh the barrier occasionally as it breaks down. And keep those edges clean so the lanes don't come back. So here's what you learned today. The real game was never the middle of your lawn, it's the perimeter. Detect the lanes, block the edge, then defend with the layers that fit your time and your budget. Each layer is simple on its own, but stacked together they turn a wide-open border into something ticks really struggle to cross. If this helped you, share it with one neighbor or friend who has pets or a wooded yard. They'll thank you for it. And if you want more practical yard systems like this, hit subscribe. I post these as simple checklists you can actually follow. Next, I'll show you the fastest way to cut down the edge clutter that creates these lanes in the first place, so your perimeter stays easier to defend all season long.